I'll take it to 7. Vancouver's going to win it, though.
Vancouver.
Should be the lead.
Vancouver? Definitely Vancouver. Good Canadian club, Vancouver.
I will never change my team.
That's amazing.
I born Montreal Canadian fan, I will die Montreal Canadian fan.
You never know who you're going to meet on a corner in Toronto, a die-hard Habs fan. There is a certain buzz in the air of this country today because it's the start of Stanley Cup playoffs. Fans everywhere are getting their game face on in anticipation of the action tonight. Everybody has a game face. Check out this picture. This is what we promised you. There it is. I got to get up close to this to see it. Let's zoom in. There in the back. Is that you in the back?
That's me in the back.
That is Nabil, a younger. What's the story here? What's the hat?
I believe this is 2002.
Okay.
Vancouver had finally made the playoffs once again against the Detroit Red Wings. First round, first game. All the anticipation. That's actually Scott Russell right there, CBC Sports, Scott Russell.
That's before you worked with him.
Yeah, I showed him this. It's quite embarrassing, actually. Those are some of my high school friends. I'll quickly mention their names. Steven Scott, Glenn Lewis, Ryan Midgley, and I don't know who the guy in the front is. He's just a random dude. But it was great. I mean, we were so excited about the playoffs. I had the wig on at that time. The funny thing to me, Heather, is this is 9 years ago. Sadly, I'm still embarrassing myself on television this day. Wearing cheese heads.
No, I just don't think you've aged any.
Oh, really?
No.
Thank you. Oh, they're going inside again. That's great.
Let's zoom in again. So are these guys
Hair was a little bit longer, obviously, back in the day.
Are these guys all in your wedding party when you get married next
no,
June?
they're not.
They're not.
But this picture is one of the classics.
It's a keeper. It's a keeper from the day. All right, so we know who Nabil is choosing in this round one series that begins tonight. Canucks and Chicago. And going to be good?
Yeah, it's going to be good. And plenty of games to watch tonight, too. Here's the schedule. Let's run through the schedule really quick. Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay, that's the first game. That goes at 7 p.m. Eastern. Steven Stamkos' first game in the playoffs. Then it's Detroit and Phoenix, and that's also at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's for viewers in Manitoba West and Windsor. They'll get that game. And then Vancouver, Chicago. We've talked a lot about this one. It's going to be great. Can the Canucks, or are the Canucks the real deal?
We'll find out. 10 o'clock start Eastern time. So expect a very tired Nabil tomorrow. Got to get your picks in. We haven't done, either of us haven't done our picks.
6:59, waiting until the end. So you can join too. You have till 7 p.m. Eastern today to go to cbcsports.ca and join the big pool. We have a group ourselves here. You can go to our user group. It is CBC News Network Sports. The password is Heather. Prizes, hey, we got plenty of prizes for you too. Jackets, water bottles, hats, all that sort of stuff. That's all the good stuff, and that's just a bonus. You can also end up winning the big prize, which is the car. So go over to cbcsports.ca and join that before 7 p.m. Eastern today. Now let's stick with hockey. They used to be called the City of Champions. Now you can call Edmonton the City of First-Round Draft Picks. The Oilers landed Taylor Hall last year and had a 48% chance of getting the first overall pick yesterday in the Draft Lottery.
The number one selection in the 2011 NHL entry draft belongs to the Edmonton Oilers.
For the second straight year, the Edmonton Oilers will pick first overall in the NHL entry draft. The New Jersey Devils actually won the draft lottery, but teams aren't allowed to move up more than 4 spots, so the Oilers get the first pick. Colorado will pick second, Florida will pick third, the Devils will pick fourth, the Islanders will pick fifth, and the Ottawa Senators bump down to sixth. The NHL draft is scheduled for June 24th in Minnesota. Some baseball action. Jays and Mariners bottom third. Ricky Romero dealing to Ryan Langerhans. And he takes this one deep to right. It's a 2-run shot for Seattle. They get on the board early, same inning. Milton Bradley dropping one into right. The runner scores from second. 3-0 Seattle. Nice start for them. Top of the 8th now. Rookie Michael Pineda still on the mound. Strong night for him. He finished with 5 hits, 7 Ks, and 1 earned run. But Corey Patterson getting to him here with this shot to right. 2 runs would score. 3-2. We got a game now, and that would be all for Pineda. But former Jay Brandon League coming in to close it out as the Mariners hold on for the 3-2 win. And finally, yesterday was the opening day for baseball in Japan. This was delayed about 2 weeks because of the massive earthquake and tsunami that leveled northeastern Japan. Players from both teams joined the fans in a moment of silence, and then it was time for some fried soba noodles, cheerleaders, and baseball. And if you're keeping score at home, and I hope I don't blow these names here, but the Rakuten Golden Eagles and the Chibolote Marines played. It was 6-4 for the Golden Eagles. And that's your look at sports.